Have you ever wondered how wrestling finally made its long-awaited return to ITV, only to disappear almost overnight? In 2005, ITV believed it had found the next Saturday night sensation. They hired a WWE Hall of Famer, brought in genuine professional wrestlers, spent a fortune promoting it, and somehow it became one of the biggest television flops in British broadcasting history. Hello everyone, I'm Josh Faulkner, the wrestling comedian. Before we get into it, hit like and drop me a follow. This is the story of ITV's Celebrity Wrestling. For wrestling fans, 2005 felt like history was repeating itself. British wrestling had disappeared from ITV back in 1988 after over 20 years on World of Sport. For almost 2 decades, there had been no regular wrestling on Britain's biggest commercial television channel. So, when ITV announced Celebrity Wrestling, people got excited. Well, at least initially. ITV wasn't trying to recreate World of Sport. Instead, it wanted another reality television hit. Think I'm a Celebrity, Hell's Kitchen, Celebrity Love Island, only this time with wrestling. Reality television was dominating British TV in the early 2000s, and ITV believed wrestling could simply become the latest Celebrity Challenge. The show looked impressive on paper. It would air on Saturday evenings in primetime. It would be hosted by Kate Thornton alongside WWE legend Rowdy Roddy Piper. Former WWE stars D'Lo Brown and Joe Legend would coach rival celebrity teams. Former UFC fighter Ian Freeman would referee. There was genuine wrestling credibility behind the scenes. The celebrities themselves were exactly what you'd expect from 2005. Big Brother winner Kate Lawler, former England athlete Ewan Thomas, James Hewitt, Lee Sharp, Annabelle Croft, Jenny Powell, Michelle Heaton from Liberty X, Jeff Brazier, Mark Bannerman off EastEnders, Victoria Silverstedt, Oliver Skeet, and several other familiar television faces. Each celebrity was given a wrestling name and split into one of 2 teams, the Warriors or the Crusaders. ITV promoted the show everywhere. Newspapers covered the grueling training camps, there were interviews with the celebrities, photographs of bruises, stories about how hard wrestling training really was. The marketing suggested viewers were about to witness celebrities becoming genuine wrestlers. But then the first episode aired, and people quickly realized this wasn't really wrestling. Instead of proper matches, the program felt much closer to gladiators. There were obstacle courses, grappling games, physical challenges, and only small amounts of actual wrestling. Many wrestling fans immediately felt disappointed. They'd waited 17 years for wrestling to return to ITV, and this wasn't what they'd been hoping for. Then came the worst possible timing. 1 week earlier, Doctor Who had returned to British television. Christopher Eccleston's Doctor became an instant phenomenon. So every Saturday evening, Celebrity Wrestling found itself going head-to-head with one of the biggest television revivals in British history. It never stood a chance. The opening episode attracted around 3.8 million viewers. Not disastrous, but nowhere near what ITV had hoped for after all the publicity. Doctor Who drew more than 7 million viewers on BBC One, nearly double. The following week, Celebrity Wrestling dropped to around 3 million, then 2.6 million. Its audience was disappearing almost every Saturday. ITV reacted quickly. Too quickly. The series had originally been commissioned for an 8-week Saturday night run. Instead, after only 5 weeks, it was pulled from primetime. In its place, ITV aired Star Wars films. The remaining Celebrity Wrestling episodes were quietly moved to Sunday mornings, one of television's least prestigious time slots. It was an extraordinary fall for a program that had been marketed as one of ITV's biggest entertainment launches of the year. Even years later, those involved admitted something had gone wrong. D'Lo Brown has since said that what viewers eventually saw wasn't the show he thought they were making. He believed it became more like Celebrity American Gladiators than Celebrity Wrestling. In his view, the audience had been promised one thing and given something completely different. That's quite a telling admission from one of the show's own trainers. Perhaps the saddest part is what Celebrity Wrestling did to British wrestling's image. For years, fans had begged ITV to bring wrestling back. When it finally happened, millions of viewers didn't see Britain's rich wrestling tradition. They saw celebrities climbing obstacles in colourful outfits. Fairly or unfairly, many people associated that failure with wrestling itself. It's difficult to measure exactly how much damage it caused, but many fans still believe it made mainstream broadcasters even more reluctant to commission wrestling programming afterwards. That view remains common among longtime fans and commentators, although it can't be proven as the sole reason. Ironically, if ITV had simply commissioned a proper British wrestling show featuring established stars from All-Star Wrestling or rising names from the independent scene, who knows what might have happened. Instead, they chased reality television, and they completely missed what wrestling fans actually wanted. Today, celebrity wrestling is remembered less as a wrestling show and more as one of ITV's biggest entertainment flops. Yet strangely, it's become a fascinating time capsule, an era when television executives genuinely believed celebrity culture could improve absolutely everything, even professional wrestling. If you ever watched ITV Celebrity Wrestling, let me know your thoughts of it in the comments. Was it unfairly criticised, or was it doomed from the very beginning? And if you want more wrestling stories, opinions and laughs, you know what to do. And remember, I'll see you on the next one.